Okay, we're going to be using Interzoid's AI Interactive Data Client to perform some partial address completion or address correction, verification, any term that you want to use to show the flexibility of the different things that you can do with this client. So as you know, you see a lot of addresses in the United States, for example, where zip codes are missing or cities are there, or addresses are missing part of it, like the street extension or street descriptor, different things like that. And so we're going to use Interzoid's client here to demonstrate how that can be resolved. Here, this interactive data client is somewhat like a playground, so we can refine our approach in any way that we want. And then when we're ready, we can generate an API that we can then integrate into forms from the web, pipelines, whatever the case may be. And once you have a JSON-based API, there's just about an infinite number of ways you can put it to use. Or you could use this very same configuration that we're going to create in a batch text file format where you could process hundreds or thousands of addresses at once if that's what you wanted to do. So quickly we go to data.interzoid.com, and you will need an API key. You can get a trial key at interzoid.com because behind the scenes this is using an API, and that's how usage is tracked. And if you ultimately become a customer, then that's how the billing would take place. So in this case, what we need to do is describe exactly what it is that we want to get or do with some data. And let's go ahead and say that we want you to provide complete, corrected, and verified addresses. Again, this is just the topic that we're entering that the AI component of this will use, so it understands better what it's expected to do. And we'll say according to U.S. Postal Standards. We'll make it a little bit more specific in this case. And of course, you could do global addresses or any country, try it out, and see ultimately what will happen. And then we need to, this is a description of how the tool will react to the data, what to do with it. And then we're going to provide some structured output. So we'll make it pretty simple here. We have complete control over this as well, which I think is an important piece of the flexibility. But for now, we'll just do address line 1, address line 2, and then maybe city, state, and zip as the third element that will be returned. And of course, we could take individual street elements. We could take city, state, ask for different types of data, try things like latitude and longitude, all kinds of different things that we can do. And so once we've done that, we simply choose our model. I'm going to go with the Model A Premium. The premium models that you see actually take advantage of some web searching in addition to the models and the knowledge bases that we use. And that's pretty much it. We're set and ready to go. So all I need now is an address to enter and try. Let's just try something like 100 Market, San Fran. And we've got our model selected. The topic has been described. We've got our parameters set up. And so all we need to do is move down here. And again, this is like a data playground, so this will give us an instant result. And we'll try it out. Click Run. And then you can see here in our output, it repeated the lookup value, and then gave us address line 1, 100 Market Street. So it added the correct street and appended the zip code here. You recognize the state and city and so forth. And you could add things like, suite and apartment and different things like that. The same will occur. Just keeping it simple now. And then the important thing is once you say, okay, these are the results in the format of the data that we want, it will generate the API for you that this call generated. And so the endpoint of the API is here, and then you can, this is where your API would go. The topic is a parameter, and then your output fields are described as well, and as well as your model parameter. And that's pretty much it. You've generated an API that you can now use and integrate anywhere. And there's, if you want, you can go into the resources and help menu. There's some step-by-step guides. You can go to the batch mode here, and this is where you could run the same thing against files, CSV files, and so forth, if you have a large number of addresses you want to process. But that's pretty much it. I encourage you to go to the playground, change the parameters, try some different descriptions. You know, you could try international addresses, and when you have it looking exactly the way you like, you've got a nice API that you can make use of. Again, if you want to try it out at interzoid.com, you can go there and register, get an API key, and then go to data.interzoid.com, and you're off and running. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you. Support@interzoid.com or from our website as well. Thank you.